white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him, cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Get it!
A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Delson in motion. Now here's Stroud on third down. And it is caught. Room past the 35. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Ready? Ready, Lions. Ready, ready.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss. The Texans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You look at the Saints defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Stop low 18. Go check. Go check.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A quality run by Kamara, who's the same dependable and often spectacular back the Saints drafted in 2017. Another season of nearly 900 yards rushing and 500 receiving yards.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This 2nd and 4. To throw his Carr. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover before he gets going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Now Carr again. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down steps will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9. Now Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, He had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Cup 19. Ready.
Now to change things up. Stroud will throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check smash. Check smash. Check go.
Here's Stroud. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot here before half for Carr. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down and 4. Now Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far, as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. Phil Dorsett holds it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
First down, Saints.
Carr now to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 4-yard line.
694!
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. Traquan Smith from 4 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And past the 40 before it was out of bounds. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. There he goes outside. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Carr now on first down. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 35. First down, New Orleans.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. And remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Now Carr throwing on second down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That throw, Charles, on the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
60 Mavericks. Warriors 17. Check, hurt.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They run. It's Kamara. And some room to roll now. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Carr to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. Carr. Olave over the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. On second down, Kamara. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Extra point attempt to follow here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Connecting with Bird. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. They'll come up now on second down. Stroud to throw it. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. If they go down and get a field goal, we continue play. But if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First throw of overtime, Stroud. That is caught, and he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
He's starting to put together a nice drive. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right there, right there.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Stroud on 3rd down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
79 Broncos.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Pierce now up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Let's go
We'll
now.
play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 125 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Go.
They go again with Pierce. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Going for it with Pierce. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem